Okay, let's dive right in. If you're a machine learning practitioner, you've probably noticed the world is kind of shifting under your feet. This explainer is your roadmap, your guide to not just keeping up with Agentic AI, but actually mastering it. We're going to cover exactly how you can evolve your skills to design, build, and ship real, production-ready agentic systems.
And that's not an exaggeration. This quote really nails the scale of what's happening. We're moving beyond models that just, answer a question. We're now building systems that are autonomous, that can plan, reason, and act on their own to get things done. This isn't just another update, it's a totally different way of thinking about our work.
So this is the most important part, right? The change is here, and it's happening fast. This whole explainer is built to answer one single question. How do you, a hands-on practitioner, master this transition? We're going to lay out a really clear step-by-step path to get you there.
So here's the game plan. We'll start by talking about this new AI revolution, and then we'll get into what agentic actually means. Then comes the fun stuff, the core patterns, how to pick the right framework, building a portfolio that'll get you noticed, and finally, the road to becoming a true expert. It's the whole shebang from start to finish.
First up, the next AI revolution. And pay close attention to that subtitle because it's key. Why your existing skills are the foundation. This is not about throwing away everything you've learned, not at all. Let's be super clear about this. You are already in a great spot. All that hard work you put into mastering prompt engineering, getting your head around LLMs, building out RAG systems, that's now the perfect launchpad for this new world. Those skills aren't just relevant, they're the actual building blocks. Okay, so let's dig into the big idea here. Understanding agentic AI. The real mental shift is moving away from systems that are just reactive to building systems that are truly proactive. Here it is, the definition you need to have in your back pocket. Agentic AI. It's about autonomous systems that can chase a goal all by themselves. They don't just sit there waiting for your next command. They do it using 4 key things: planning out the steps, reasoning about what to do, using tools, and having a memory of what's happened. This slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got your traditional LLM. It's reactive. You ask, it answers. Simple enough. But on the right, you have an agentic system. It's proactive. You give it a goal, and it plans, it acts, and it adapts, all without you having to hold its hand every step of the way. It's a game changer. So how do these systems actually work under the hood? Well, to build them, you have to understand how they think. This next section is all about the core architectural patterns. Think of them as the blueprints for how agents behave. The most common place to start is with the React pattern. It stands for reasoning and acting. And it's this really simple but powerful loop. The agent thinks about what to do next, it acts using a tool, it observes what happened, and then it reasons all over again based on that new info. It just keeps doing that, rinse and repeat until the job's done. It's fantastic for straightforward tasks. But keep in mind, it can get pricey since every one of those steps can be an LLM call. Next up is plan and execute, which is a much more production-friendly approach. Here, the agent first comes up with a whole plan from start to finish. Then it executes that plan, step by step. And often, it can use smaller, cheaper models for the execution part. This separation makes it way faster and more cost-effective, which is exactly why it's becoming the go-to for complex systems in production. The third pattern, reflection, is really cool. This is where agents start to learn and self-improve. So the agent does something, and then it actually critiques its own work. It keeps a memory of what worked and what failed and uses that feedback to do better next time. This is absolutely perfect for those high-stakes situations, like deep research, where getting it right is way more important than how fast you get it done. All right, that's the theory. Now let's get practical. Section 4 is all about choosing your framework. This is the actual toolkit you're going to use to build these systems. Right now, the field really comes down to 3 big players. LangGraph is your powerhouse for production systems. You get super fine-grained control. Yeah, the learning curve is steeper, but it's built for serious deployment. Then you have CrewAI, which is the easiest way to get started. It's perfect for quickly prototyping systems with multiple agents. And finally, there's AutoGen, which is now a Microsoft thing, and it really shines when you need complex agents to collaborate, especially if you're in that ecosystem. Okay, so here's some real talk. Don't try to boil the ocean. Seriously, don't try to learn all 3 at once. The smartest path for most of us is to start with CrewAI. Get your feet wet, build some stuff quickly. Then, when you're ready to build a real product and you need that professional-level control, that's when you dive deep into LangGraph. Now, knowing the theory and the frameworks is great, but it's not going to land you your next gig. That's where building a portfolio comes in. You've got to prove you can actually build these things.
Here's a super clear roadmap for your portfolio projects. Start simple, but make it powerful. Build a research agent that can search the web and put together a properly cited answer. For the next level, build a little content team, an agent for research, one for writing, one for editing, and have them work together. And for the advanced showcase, build an autonomous data analysis agent, one that can take a question, go query a database, and come back with real insights.
Okay, so you've built your portfolio. What's next? This last section is about the path to mastery. We're talking about the advanced ideas that separate the experts from the crowd and the massive career opportunity that's waiting. If you want to go from junior to senior, these are the topics you need to live and breathe. It's about really understanding memory systems, short-term and long-term. It's about mastering hybrid memory, things like agentic ARG and orchestrating teams of agents. And yeah, it's about knowing the new standards, like the Model Context Protocol, that help agents talk to each other.
And here's a little nugget of high-value info for you. Right now, the best way to give agents a solid memory is a hybrid approach. You use vector search to find stuff that's thematically similar, and you use knowledge graphs to lock down the structured, factual data with total precision. Putting those two together is really the state of the art.
So, why does all this matter for your career? Let's talk numbers for a second. The market for this stuff is already sitting at $5 to $7 billion this year. This isn't some far-off future trend, it's happening right now. But what's truly mind-blowing is where it's going. That $5 to $7 billion is expected to just explode to somewhere between $50 and $200 billion by 2030. That is insane growth. Mastering these skills today puts you right at the front of that massive wave.
And that growth isn't just some abstract number. It means jobs, real jobs. Companies everywhere are creating new roles like AI engineer, AI architect, and this really cool new one, agent orchestrator. That's the person who designs and manages whole teams of AI agents. The demand for these skills is just going to keep climbing.
So, there you have it, the full roadmap, from the basic ideas to the massive career opportunities. The path is laid out, the tools are there, and the demand is undeniable. So the only real question left is the one right there on your screen. Your roadmap is clear. What will you build first?